The war in Afghanistan is now over. It's less than 2 weeks until the 20th anniversary of the September 11 terrorist attack, the event that started it all. The last US military flight left Kabul in the dead of night just hours ago. Its mission complete for the United States.
Through the day and late into the evening, the last few American planes pulled up away from Afghanistan, banking sharply to avoid rocket fire. This is what the end of America's chaotic withdrawal looked like. And then came the announcement.
I'm here to announce the completion of our withdrawal from Afghanistan and the end of the military mission to evacuate American citizens, third country nationals, and vulnerable Afghans. The last C-17 lifted off from Hamid Karzai International Airport on August 30th, this afternoon, at 3:29 p.m. East Coast time. And the last manned aircraft is now clearing the airspace above Afghanistan.
And with that, the end of 20 years of war. A deadline set by the American president had been met, but at what cost? This was the weekend return of 13 troops killed by ISIS terrorists this past week. America is leaving a country broken, not fixed. In a Kabul suburb, what's left of the Ahmadi family home. All this is the unintended consequence of an American drone strike on suspected ISIS terrorists. Its target, this vehicle, laden with explosives, we're told, and it was, according to the US military, heading for the airport. Speaking to Sky News, a relative said 10 members of the Ahmadi family died. 7 of them were children.
خواستم از جامعه جهانی هم است که باید ما عدالت می‌خوایم، به عدالت ما برسه و در آینده همو کاری که مرتکب شدن در آینده همو عمل انجام ندن، افراد ملکی را هدف قرار ندن. که ما از دل ما نه بایدن میه نه هیچ کس میه، ما خودم از دل خود میایم که ما 10 عضو فامیل خود از دست دادیم، سر یک دسترخوان میشتیم نان میخوردیم، ما چه رقم کنیم در این شرایط؟
Thousands of miles away at the US Defense Department, they acknowledged the tragedy.
We are not in a position to dispute it right now, Idris. And as the general said, we're assessing and we're investigating.
But the military assessment was that it was the explosives in the car they were targeting which caused the collateral damage. Either way, what this tragically but neatly shows is that it's hard to take what the Americans call an over-the-horizon approach to counter-terrorism. All this prompts serious questions for the president's spokesperson.
Is the U.S. more or less safe today than we were before the Taliban took over?
Well, again, we are not going to do anything that's going to allow terrorists to grow or prosper in Afghanistan or any terrorist organization. That continues to be the president's commitment, and his order to his U.S. military over the past several days and the actions that CENTCOM have announced show that he's going to deliver on that promise.
In New York, a UN Security Council meeting was an attempt to find some common ground between the Americans, the Russians and China, at least to hold the Taliban to its word to allow safe passage of Afghans and foreigners out of the country.
President Biden has made clear that we will do what's necessary to defend our security and our people. And the entire international community is committed to ensuring that Afghanistan is never again a safe haven for terrorism.
Tonight in Kabul, this is the sound of a Taliban victory and of an American defeat. Celebratory gunfire in the night sky. This is a country and a people now left to a future unknown. Mark Stone, Sky News in Washington.